Rebecca. Good stuff. That was great. Well, I want you to turn and look at the person next to you and say, you are, follow my words, you look at someone next to you and say, you are the most magnificent double D I have seen Well, if you were being rude, that might not. It's all about being distinctively different. Distinctively different. You are the best distinctively different person I have seen today. So you got the best double D in the room, yeah? Who's the best double D right here? Good job, right, good job, all right. Now, we spent 3 days away this weekend. I really love it. Our leadership team goes away for 3 days, and every year around this time, are we in September? Yeah, then it's around this time every year, and we're in a wonderful house down there at something, Rosebud, and had a great time with the guys. I heard so many stories and got to know people's Tinder accounts really well over the course of the weekend, which was really amazing. So it was cool. It was a really good weekend away, and the entire leadership team for you guys at Cambridge Stores and see this as your place, as your space. Got some fantastic things coming up over the next 15 months, and so you've got a really dedicated team of leaders in this room, and it's an honour to serve with them and to serve young people and change their lives. So good on you guys for going. All right, we are in week 3 of distinctively different. That's a refuser, that little finger in there. Tonight, as I said to you last week and the week before, I am going to absolutely give you the way to stay beige for the rest of your life. All right? So, who's in the room staying beige? Great. Tonight I have the 10 commandments, right, for staying beige. Right? Those of us that want to be gold double Ds, I also have 10 commandments for you tonight. You know, so if you don't want to be beige any longer, right, then I'm going to teach you how to be and give you 10 ways, 10 clear ways on how to be a distinctively different person. Would that be cool?
Yeah.
And so I said to you, if you don't want to be distinctively different, I was going to absolutely guarantee to how to keep you right where you are right now, beige. And that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the colour.
No? You don't like the colour? Mate, most of this office is beige. Well, that wall over there is. That beanbag that I love sitting on is beige. Who's beige? You're pointing at it, it's beige. Right. It's all good. All right. So I'm going to write it up, and I'm going to attempt to write it up. Is this one of those?
No.
Hey?
What are you doing? That's permanent.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Put the glasses on, Phil.
It's more fun to figure it out as I go.
Glasses on.
What? It's all the way over there.
Oh.
No, this is all right. This says whiteboard something on it, you know, so that'll be right. So, number 1 I've got for you, if you're going to take a note, or you can take a photo at the end, whatever you like. This is serious. I've sat down for a long time and tried to figure out how to give you a really clear instruction on how to stay beige. So, number 1. You want number 1?
Yeah.
1. Stay in your room. That's number 1. That's beige moment. You only do that because why? You want depression not to exist?
Then get out of your room.
That's beige. We're talking beige here. You said you wanted to stay beige. So this is for you.
Okay, I'm going on.
Right in.
I want to see you fit 10 on that board.
You want to what?
I want to see you fit all 10 on that board.
You should have seen how I wrote on the weekend. Don't worry about how I get 10 on there, mate. They'll get 10 on there. They may not be all in order. Right, number 2. Don't go anywhere. Right, number 2. You like it?
Yep,
You doing heading?
I
Don't go anywhere. Can't you read that? Change colour. Oh no, we'll change colour. This is what I like on the weekend. It's terrible. No, we can't do it because the colours aren't the same. Whatever. So don't go anywhere. Don't get out of your room. Don't go anywhere exciting. Don't do anything. Just stay in your room. Yeah?
Yeah.
One number 3.
No! Yes.
It looks like my handwriting.
Don't take, no, don't take risk.
Oh, why?
What am I doing?
Don't
Hey?
take grammar
Oh, bird!
Is that alright? Is that alright? You got that one? Did you see that one right there?
Right, don't take
Right,
risk.
so don't take a risk. Alright? Don't take a risk. Here's the thing. Now that seems, people say to me, oh yeah, I take risks all the time. Rubbish. That's rubbish. People don't. People don't take risks all the time because they're too afraid. Don't take a risk because what might happen?
You get done.
You might die. So if you already figured that one out, you know, like reading a new book isn't going to cause death, is it? Well, never mind. A paper cut, right. Okay. Number 4, you want me to change colour?
Yeah, Phil.
4.
Hold it backwards.
Oh, no.
I can't do it with brain. Stay.
That's a terrible marker.
That's a terrible marker. Stay comfortable. So you're comfy?
No.
How many times have you gone through life and stuff and you use this phrase? I hear this so many times these days. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. You know why? Too bad.
I use that phrase today.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah, it sounds a bit risky. Nah, I don't want to go there. I'm happy here. But that would not be anybody in this room because this is how we live beige. So stay comfortable. Because see, what we do is we stay in our comfort zone and we go, yeah, this is what I know. But sometimes in your comfort zone, it can be a place of death. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. Number 5. Number 5.
Bless you.
No. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
From the whiteboard.
Yeah. Yeah, put an R instead of a P. Don't talk to people. Don't talk to people. If you want to stay beige, don't talk to people. Because what happens when you start talking to someone? When you looked at someone before and you said, you are the most amazing double D I've seen, what did their face do?
Are you talking about my group? That's the face. That was the face.
Oh, that was, I wasn't. Hey. Whatever goes on, you know, that's up to you guys. But see, don't talk to anybody. So if you talk to someone, the chances are you might, one, learn something, you might actually like someone, and you actually might start to enjoy the conversation. So don't talk to anybody. That's how you stay beige. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No words, because you're staying beige.
Don't talk.
That's what she said. But don't talk to her that she talked to you, because that's beige. Alright? Alright? Number 6. Oh, this is a ripper. Number 6.
A ripper.
Listen to everyone's opinion. Opinion. Right? I love the fact that you can get onion out of that word because that's exactly what people's opinions are like. Sometimes they make you cry, you know. Sometimes they're full of layers, you know. And you know what? Everyone's got one, haven't they? Whenever you hear this phrase, you know what you should do. You know what I would have done. We have this phrase at BB called "You want birds with that." I've said that story before. Every time I used to bring a picture home from school, from primary school, my mum or my dad would comment if it was a beach scene or something, they would say, oh, you could have put some birds in there. So you never got that message that it was ever good enough. It always needed something else. If I wanted freaking birds in there, I would have put freaking birds in there, all right? Now I just wanted to light it up and burn the house down. No, it was too extreme, but you know. So birds are overrated. I like birds. So,
When it comes to drawing, they're underrated.
now this, I know that no one in this room does this.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No. There's no way, because you're not based, there's no way that you would ask, put it on Facebook, you know, put it on Snapchat, ask your friendship circle, go to school, go to your mates and say, what do you reckon I should do about it? Do you think I should wear? How do you like my hair? Ask people's opinion. Listen to everyone's opinion. What happens when you listen to everyone's opinion?
They're all different.
They're all different. So how do you know what one to?
Trying to please everyone.
Pardon?
You burn yourself out trying to please everyone.
Yeah. You don't do that.
Well, try not to.
Good job. That's because you're not beige. I have met thousands, literally thousands of people, young and old alike, that cannot handle it without getting people's opinions. Like, they don't just stop at one person. They just keep asking everybody for their opinion. How could you possibly come to a decision when you just keep asking the question? But that's beige, so that's helping you. Yep. Here's another one that's close to this. 7. Ask. Every one.
Good one. Yeah, you gotta do it.
Oh, I was confused by the number then. Or advice. So this is not just an opinion about something, because sometimes forming an opinion is about just your moral code. This is about asking advice about a particular thing. Now, I've had the privilege of helping several young people identify their sexuality. How do I give them that advice? Pardon? My gut or theirs?
Questions about how they're feeling and what they are attracted to and stuff.
Yeah. Because like onions, everybody's got
Layer.
advice, haven't they? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're staying with me. You know, so everyone's got advice and everyone's got an opinion, haven't they?
Yeah.
And sometimes some advice moves over into strong opinion, like a stanky old onion, right? One that's got the tufts growing out of the top, you know, like that nasty onion, right?
Like a donkey.
Like,
Don't worry about it.
I don't know about donkeys, man. He's got a funny ass in his joint. So anyway, here's number 8. And this is often how it goes. What colour do we want to go? Did I say that? Haven't done what?
I said, let's go get you on Monday.
She goes
Back to black.
Don't make. Hang on, Dad. Don't make decisions. Have you ever bumped into someone and they go, yes? Good, I'm glad you bumped into someone. Was it at the supermarket? Have you ever dealt with someone and they just go, they say this? Oh, just can't make a decision about what to do. I was talking to so-and-so the other day and they gave me their opinion and then so-and-so gave me their advice and I still can't make a decision. And I went to, so I've asked a lot more people and I still can't make a decision. I was talking to someone the other day and they're saying they're trying to go on holidays. And as the 3 of them met together, the 3 of them decided, right, we're going to go to a particular destination, a holiday destination. And then before the conversation had finished, they had come up with 6 different destinations and 2 of the people in the room said, oh, forget it.
because of the destination.
There were 6 awesome destinations. They just went to base. Now one of them said, I'm going to this destination, might see you there. Might not, but I'm going. Came home and booked a ticket. Not bad. Made a decision. How many of you in the room, don't show me your hands, this is an internal hand up, can't make decisions? Don't put your hand up! I saw your internal and external hand. That was a very intimate moment. So the can't make a decision because they're so confused because they've just gone out and asked so many people their opinion and their advice about something. That's how you stay beige. What colour can we use now? We're just going back. Going back. Okay. Number 9. Let the fear
Stop.
of failure. There you are. That's me. Stop you. How many of you let the fear of failure stop you?
Situation.
Yeah. So I said last week, I'm not a safe person. I'm a good person, but I'm not a safe person because I don't allow the fear of failure to stop me in making decisions about things. Because I've learned that if it doesn't kill me, it doesn't always make you stronger. Sometimes it breaks your body, but the reality is sometimes it's a whole lot of fun in that space too, and so you let the fear. Now the fear, of course, if you didn't know, we've spoken about this before, is a little almond-shaped thing in the middle of your brain called the amygdala. That's the fear centre of your brain. It's the size of an almond, little almond nut. Yeah, I'd like to put a screwdriver in there sometimes because it's right in the centre of your brain and it can control your entire being. How can something, a nut that big, control your entire body, at times, and your entire decisions. I've got that bad knot in the back and that at me.
Why can't the voices in your head just eat the almonds?
Yeah, they could. Pardon? Yeah. So, you have to ask yourself
Welcome to Filthy
how big your amygdala is. Okay, number 10, all right? Number 10. Now, I did this on the weekend and they loved it.
How many people hated you?
I forgot my phone.
This says stay small. Now, I'm not talking about your stature. I'm not talking about your physical frame. I'm talking about how you do your world, how you see your world. If you don't want to make a difference, if you don't want to be distinctively different, just stay small. No one will acknowledge you. Nobody will see much about your life, and that'll just be that. But see, as we said in week 1, when we were talking about this whole process, not one person in the room said that there wasn't something different about them, even if it was only one thing. Even if it was only one thing. Even though sometimes we go out and we try and buy the same clothes, wear the same shoes, get the same hair colours, hairstyle, whatever it is. We all do these sorts of things because we think, you know what, I want to be distinctively different. I am distinctively different, But hey, if you don't want to be distinctively different, just stay small. So that's your 10 commandments for how to stay beige. So if I've helped you, then you can just sign off right now, have a little nap. But if you want to be gold, if you want to be a distinctively different gold, I'm going to give you 10. That's it. So if you want to be gold, do you want those 10? This is the 10 of how to be. You do. You do. You get a bonus one, 11th one? Yeah, it'll be free. How about that? You've got those? It's all right, we'll put it up on the Facebook page. So number 1, if you write it down, type it in, stay in your room. Don't go anywhere is number 2. Number 3 is don't take a risk. Number 4 is stay comfortable, because in your comfort zone, that's what's cool. All right, number 5, don't talk to people. Number 6 is listen to everyone's opinion. Number 7 is ask everyone for advice. Number 8 is don't make a decision. Number 9, let fear of failure stop you. And number 10, stay small. That's the 10. They're 10 things that are quite simple to do, that anybody can do them. I don't care how old you are, even a toddler can figure that out. And you can go right through your life just doing like that. But if you want to be gold, for those of you who do, the rest of you can switch off and go on your Facebook page right now because you're done. But if you want to be different, right, if you want to be distinctively different, I'm going to give you number one. Number one. This is a phrase I've used. This is a phrase I've used my whole life. Kick out the walls. And this is a thing I do personally. I think when I feel claustrophobic, when I feel like something's trying to compress my life in a way that I'm feeling like I'm just settling for less, you just have to kick out the walls. You just have to think, what is it right now? Is it some of the first 10 that are stopping me from experiencing a distinctively different life? What are the things, what are the blockers that are keeping you from experiencing some amazing things that could grow your life, or bumping into some amazing people? I get the opportunity of mixing with hundreds of young people in any given week and thousands over 30 years, and I get to meet business people like Tyler's old man, you know, and he's distinctively different, am I not right? Yeah, he is very different. And so, and I love bumping into people like that, not because I want to be, you know, Captain Paul. It's because I want to learn from somebody. What is it that's fascinating about that individual, and how did that framework of a man, how was that built? What happened in his journey to make him think and act and feel like that? And I bumped into hundreds of young people like you guys, and I'm fascinated by seeing that. We're away with the team on the weekend. Aaliyah's not here, she's sick on the weekend, but here we are, we're talking about Aaliyah as if she's one of the 18 pluses, and she's 16 and a bit, right? And she comes out with some of the cracker wisdom statements over the weekend, and I sit there and shake my head and smile away and go, I'm 53, and I'm being schooled right now, you know, by somebody who has such a young life. And she could sit back and go, you know what, I haven't got anything to share. And yet she just pipes up and speaks it out because she's a Y. That's who she is, Aaliyah. You know? That's her nickname. So, and the fact is that she's such a blessing on our leadership team, because then she's influencing another 20 men and women. That's so wonderful to listen, isn't it? Number two. Number two.
Bless you.
Thank you. Get away. Go out. Get away. So the first one, of course, we had, the other one was stay in the room. Don't go anywhere. Go out. Someone invites you out. Yes. Who's watched the movie Yes Man? No? It's one of my favourite actors, that guy. Weird pet man.
Jim Carrey.
Right?
Ace Ventura.
Yeah, that guy. Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey. And he's the yes man. And he has to say yes to everything that he gets asked. And some is good. A lot is good. And some not so good. So the challenge is, I'm not saying say yes to everything, but I'm saying maybe more yes. Somebody invites you to a party, or invites you to a picnic, or invites you to something. Just say yes. I don't care whether you feel like your hair's not the right colour, or you haven't done your hair, or put your underarm deodorant on. Whatever it is, just say yes. Why?
Because you can.
Because you only live once. Yeah? Because you can. You know, I was talking to someone the other day, and we have this saying in the office, when someone says, I can't, we say, well, then you're right. And the guys in the office hate it.
Oh, only Bonnie.
Yeah, no. It came out over the weekend, and it's like, oh, I can't do that. Well, then you're right. They get face, you know. And so, when someone says, I can't, you are absolutely right. I can't do that. Well, then you're right. I'm not going to sit here for 40 minutes and tell you that you can, because if you think you can't, then you can't. But you know what? You actually can. You actually can. But column A of the 10 Commandments actually stops you from being that. from doing that, from experiencing that. If it doesn't kill you, what's the next worst thing that could happen?
Total
be injured.
permanent disability.
You get cancer.
You could end up with as a vegetable, you could end up with a permanent disability, you could end up owning a ward at Marina Hospital. You know, there's a special wing there called the Stewart Ward, you know, and so, you know. So the fact is, but yes, do they come, people, I've done risky behaviours at times and come close to the edge of meeting whichever maker it is, you know, and I've thought, you know what, but then when I took a bunch of leaders into a lift, they all thought they were going to die. I said, if we're going to die, we're all dying together. You know? Yeah, it was a bonding moment. We went away on the weekend, it was great. People just said no lifts on the weekend, they're still traumatised. So yeah, go out, get away. If someone says you want to go somewhere, we have the Postie bike ride coming up in a few weeks' time, and some of you have said, oh, it's $660 for you to go. Oh, I can't do it.
Then you're right.
Bingo. Then you're right.
Yeah, I am right.
But you know what?
45 bucks in my bank account.
Yeah, that's because we're looking at that right now. Then you're right.
I have a job, but my job doesn't pay me.
Then you're right.
Then you're right.
It's back, but it's still right.
Yeah. So the challenge, guys, is simply how our mind thinks. You're Australian, right? If you're living here in this Australian land, you know, if you have never heard this before, you are in the top 3% of the wealthiest people in the world. Even if you're in Pub Street right now, you are still the most poverty-stricken person in Australia, is still in the top 3% of the wealthiest people in the world. So when we say we can't, you're wrong, but you're also right. Because that's how you stop yourself from experiencing. There have been times, hon, that I've had zero in my bank account, and the level of anxiety in my body was just phenomenal. Like gut turning, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep kind of anxiety, and my sweating as I'm lying in bed thinking, how am I going to meet all my commitments, my bills, I've got to feed kids, and there's so much responsibility on me, I'm the man, I'm the provider, and I've got zero in my bank account, I'm a failure, I'm a loser, what am I telling myself?
Yeah, you're right.
Then the next day, this has happened to me many, many times in my life. The next day, I remember I built a mud brick home in Mount Evelyn, and I remember feeling that one day, and I walked out the front door, and I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do. Walked out the front door, and at the front door, right beside my front door, was 3 boxes of groceries that somebody had snuck in the night and laid out next to my door, and I thought, oh, somebody was listening. Google back then, but yeah, absolutely. Someone was listening. And here was 3 boxes of groceries, and look, that fed us for about a week, and it was like, oh, why am I so small? Why am I practicing small when I need to be practicing big? So go out. Number 3. Oh, which was, I snuck away on that one. Say, oopsie, say yes to opportunity. Say yes. When an opportunity comes your way, say yes. That sounds good. Yeah. I don't know how many people I've met in my life who have said yes to opportunities. Some of those opportunities worked out. Some of those opportunities did not. I said to my son 2 years ago, let's say yes to another business. As if I needed more, you know. So, and 2 years down the track, we live in the blessing of that opportunity. Has it been hard? Yes. Has there been some challenges? Yes. We've had carbon years, you know. So, has it? But you say yes to things, and then all of a sudden, it becomes this magnetic force that brings people into your world that help you achieve your yes. That's what it does. You want to go on the Postie bike ride?
Yes.
You say yes. Naomi, the first year she went, said, oh, yeah, we got to go. She went and got her learners. She drove 2,000 kilometres on her learners. You know? And it wasn't the road that was shaking. And all I could hear for 5 days was, oh shit, you know, the whole time. And yet, she said yes to a distinctive moment and it changed her into a distinctive person. All right, let's get through this. All right. Number 4. Get out
Okay.
of your comfort zone. Your season. Your comfort zone. Because comfort zone is where you end up snoring. All right. Get out of your comfort zone. If you have got that phrase in your head, oh yeah, I'm not really comfortable with that. Mute that for a few weeks and see what happens to your life. Just mute that phrase. Oh, I'm not comfortable with that. Or if someone goes to say that in front of you, just reach out and grab their lips, just like that. Oh, I'm not really comfortable with that. You know, you're not really what? You're not really comfortable with it. So, oh, I can't hear what you're saying. Try doing that. Pinch your own lips and try saying comfort zone with your own lips, see what comes out. You know.
Sorry, skip
Some
on.
people are doing it. That's okay.
Boss.
Right, number 5.
Philip,
What happened?
it's nearly 10 past. Can we just make the executive decision to keep going on what you're writing rather than doing packs? Because I think it's really good and you're going too fast, but just slow it down a little bit and take the time. Because it's 10 past.
Let's keep doing this.
And I will say yes.
I know you
Do you want me to say yes to that?
Yes.
Where do you want to go into your packs? Pat Lucas catch up with your people during supper?
Say yes to the dress. Outline job.
I have several times.
I do.
So you want me to do that? Is that right? We want to say yes. Is it 10 past already? He gave me the finger there just before. I thought he meant 1 minute. He did mean 1 minute.
We're 10 past.
10, you want me to keep going? Great, because we're at point 5 and we've got a bonus one put in there. You know, so point 5.
So it means you can chill a bit. Like
Chill a bit. I can't chill a bit, you know.
Calm down.
Then I'm right.
you can't do that either.
Talk to new people. Why?
Because you don't know them.
Beige. Why?
Sometimes my face judgment about them makes me think
Your face judgment.
that when I first see them,
Yeah.
it just doesn't look like I gel with them. So
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
like, no.
Are you both urinating together?
They've got to hold each
You
other.
trying to follow me? Sorry, I'll stay back over here. Your face judges them, yeah?
Yeah.
You like you preconceive who they are and what they're like?
Yeah, I guess it's basically just what they look like at that point.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the time, I've met one of my greatest friends from like getting past that, but it is still at sometimes.
Just repeat that phrase for me you just said then.
I've met one of my greatest friends.
No, slow it right down.
I've met one of my greatest friends.
Slow it down. I have met. Drama school right now, articulate.
I met one of my greatest friends because I got past that.
I met one of my greatest friends because I got past that. Well done. So that's the challenge. Every person struggles at times to meet new people, to talk to new people. My best mate was like that. He hated me the first time he met me. Enemy, number 1. And we have done battle for 30 years together as friends. It's been amazing. Talk to new people. Why would you talk to new people?
Make new friends.
Make new friends, but they've got fresh stories too. You ever met with a friend and they start telling you that story and go, oh, there's the time I've heard that. Yeah? I don't know about you, but my... That's you two talking to one another. But I've done that. And I don't know. My face tells the expression too. Seriously, yeah, I'm talking about. Now, my mum has dementia, so it doesn't matter, you know. So I can tell her off, and then 3 seconds later she's goldfish. You know, it doesn't matter, you know. She goes, I'm going to tell you that story again. TikTok. You know, so the challenge, guys, for us is simply, they have fresh stories, fresh life, and they have experiences, like going to the toilet together. You know, they have experiences in their lives where they feel like you think, oh man, that sounds so exciting. I've got friends of mine that travel to the Maldives, and I'm going, oh, all I've got is on Pinterest as a favourite, you know. And go, oh, that looks so amazing. They've got a crab thing there that you can stay at, you know. And I'm going, one day. And then he told me the price, and I went, oh, yeah, I'm going. You know? And he went to the Maldives, he told me about it. It was amazing. I've got a friend away at the moment doing a brim fishing competition because he's keen on brim. And I just said to him, just send me the fish porn. You know, don't send me anything else. I don't care whether you're drinking pina coladas. Tell me the fish porn. I'll tell you, some of the fish that guy has caught is crazy. So jealous. I think I'm going fishing with that guy because that cat's like its child, you know, or its baby or something, you know. So talk to new people because new people have new stories, new experiences, and you actually might bump into your best friend, if not your intimate friend. I just ignited something there. All right, this one. Number 6. Only listen to winners.
I like that.
Only listen to winners. Hopefully. But I'm only one person. There are plenty of people in this room who've got great insights. Only listen to winners, not
Losers.
whiners.
I'm thinking.
Only listen to winners. Why don't you listen to a whiner? No one in this room is a whiner, are they?
Nah, not at all.
She's pointing at you. I'm not touching you, but my finger is. Stop it. You know? Oh, I love you. That's great. So, only listen to winners. Why? Because refer back to the beige 10 Commandments, right? They've all got opinions, all got decisions. I don't know how many people in business, in charity, in doing my life, have told me how to live my life, do bridge builders, do business. I don't know how many times people have got an opinion about that or advice about that, and they're not a winner in that space. I'm not talking about people that have had a crack and failed. I admire that, because that takes nuts. You know, by the time it's over, they're that big. You know, anyway, only listen to winners, right? People who know what it means to journey through. And I tell you what, when you talk to a winner, not an arrogant person, when you talk to a winner, they're willing to give you advice and they're willing to tell you the pitfalls of things because it's free, because they've learned, and they give such incredible wisdom about things. Look out for this, care for that. You know, I started a business with my son. You know, Tyler's dad gave me advice over years about bridge builders, how to do this. He struggles with changing young people's lives, and yet he comes in here and starts talking to Naomi or Bonnie and starts bawling his eyes out. Oh God, I've got to do something. And he goes out and he does something amazing. He gets a whole bunch of his friends together and says, I know what I can do. I can get a whole bunch of my mates together because I'm good at that, and I can bring them all together and I can say to them, we need to do this for these kids because they matter, and I could do this. Winner. Winner. I love it. Number 7. Get a mentor. Now, for some of you, if you are readers, if you are audibles, you know, like people that love audible books and things like that, I have in my life, there's been several times where I've had one mentor for aspects of my life, depending on my age and what I was going through. Other times in my life, I have what they call multiple mentors, you know, and it's not because I'm seeking advice from 10 people, I'm seeking advice from one person about one aspect of my life. So I've got a finance guy that I speak to all the time. I know how to handle money, I know how to spend money, I know how to make money, I get that, but I talk to a guy that's more money than me. Why? Because he's a winner, and he knows how to make more money than me. So I don't want to learn from the guy that's got no money. I want to learn from the guy that's got money because he knows how to keep money, make money, and actually do something with that money. That's just one aspect of my life. So get a mentor. If you think, oh, where do I find one? Start hanging out with winners. Start talking to people. See the list? So you just revert back to column to number 1, number 3, number 5, whatever it is. Yeah. Number 8. I'm just going to say the whack.
Are you feeling alright?
Yeah. Decide. Oops. With what you know. Little cryptic one, decide with what you know. Sometimes you go to make a decision about something, right, and you just go, oh, maybe I should just ask. Then you go and ask them, they give you their advice, their opinion about something, and you go, oh, maybe I should just go and you actually never end up making a decision. You go with what you know. People say if in business, it's a risk. Starting a charity the way we started Bridge Builders was a massive risk, and it was against the norm. Most charities go to the government to start and have seed funding and say, give us some funding to reach kids and do this. We said, don't worry government, we don't want your money. We're going to start doing some stuff with some young people just because they're amazing, and we'll reach out to some business people along the way and see if they want to help get involved in what we do. And Bridge Builders has never been government funded. Because of a team that turn up and hang out at a tin rattle, have a great time with mates, getting to know new people, and raise some money for the charity. That's how we keep, that's what we do Postie Bite Rides, that's what we do business breakfast, that's what we do girls retreat and fundraisers and things like that, because we say we'll determine our own path.
Hey, 2 girls we even dress up.
We do.
What's the thing for this?
Lacy underwear.
Disney.
Number 9. Just checking your weight.
Probably be me.
Do it.
Hey,
You've heard us say this again and again here at Bridge Builders, and the girls have said this. Do it afraid. Because courage comes the other side of doing something. So before the safety zone is stay in my comfort zone, stay over here, let's not risk anything, do anything or be anything, but you step over here and you've got to suck it up with all the adrenaline surging through your body and feeling like you're about to vom when you get up and publicly speak, or when you want to ride a postie bike, or whether you want to do something amazing in a business or a job. You know, I'm sure there's times that James is in behind the wheel. Do you call it a wheel? A joy. When James is playing with his joystick and he's ready to fly that plane, that's how you do it. Is it like that? Is that how it is, or is it like that? It's like that. Right. Let's be appropriate here. You know, above the line. So when he grabs that thing, and I'm it's gone. You know, it's 2 hands. I'll make it. So the challenge, guys, is quite simply, you know. I'm sure there's been times where you're freaking out because it might be an assessment, it might be a test, and you've got the guy in the back judging you every single step of the way, and your mind's running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and then you make a mistake about something, you go, and you're beating yourself up and you keep flying, yeah? So do I. Because when he flies the Bridge Builders jet, I want to make sure I'm safe. What driving test?
A car driving test.
I'm a designated survivor. I choose that one. I choose that, not a designated death person. You know? Right. So do it afraid is a simple, you know, we can make our lives, guys, so hard and complex in our mind and just get so overwhelmed with it. We just do it afraid. You go with what you know. If you only know so much information about something, you think, oh, I don't know what to do, just do it. Good stuff. I'm not talking about stupid decisions. I'm talking about stuff that you think is going to grow you, help you, and advance you. You can only go with what you know. And then after that, you've got to risk it.
Bit of biscuit.
Number 10. Here we go. Oh, yes, this is a good one.
Is it biscuit?
Live large. Now, I'm not talking about your waistline, right? However, one of the biggest challenges I have, you know, as funny as it sounds, I love to eat with friends. Not eat friends, but I love to eat with friends, right? I love to kind of hang out and socialise with people and have food and drink and be merry in that moment, because it is an amazing opportunity just to connect with some people at a whole different level. We hung out with our team on the weekend for 3 days, and some of those guys, I found out stuff on one of the nights that I'm thinking, thank God Google wasn't in the room listening to that. because it was amazing and it was vulnerable and it was so. I think I was saying it to Mitch later on. I said I felt so blessed to just listen to young men and women share some of the journey of school and influences in their life and friendships and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, how did I get here? How did I have such a, whatever the choices were I made, to sit here with such a wonderful group of young men and women and them share so candidly with one another and laugh and cry and share and just beautiful moment living large. None of this means you are better than any other person on the planet. It just means you are distinctively different because you choose. And what you become is a magnet. I said to my son, when we started business, I said, you need a toy. You need to buy a trail bike. The boys have been on trail bikes their whole lives. He says, yeah, all right. I said, no, I'm serious. He's seen me have motorcycles my whole life. And I said to him, you need to buy a trail bike. He says, yeah, all right, no worries. His brother comes over. Josh says to him, going to buy a trail bike. Dan's like me, yeah we are. They're going to, no convincing needed. Yeah we are. Now they go out and Josh gets a KTM 250. What does Dan get?
350.
Right. He's the taller, bigger brother. You know, so he has to get 350. Bigger boy, you know, he wants the 350. Now before you know it, they're mates. Boom, 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 boom. All start. 6 of them went away the other weekend. I said, so you watch, son. You make a decision about some fun stuff, you'll become a magnet in your world. Other people will be magnetised to your decision because you're living life. You're enjoying life. You become exciting. You become magnetic. I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of person that if somebody's too negative around me too much, I'm like, yeah. Put my Wonder Woman rings up, you know. I got my bracelets up saying, you know. I've got garlic, I've written my shields, I got everything going, I'm chucking everything at that person, you know. Because it's not that I can't handle a negative person, it's because I don't want to. I don't want to hang out with somebody that wants to take me down into the drain. Oh, it's so wonderful down here. You know, it's not in the sewer, is it? But you know what? A person that is negative all the time can make a decision. They might say, well, I can't.
Then they're right.
Then they're right. Now they can say, I've got health issues, mental issues, but there's ways to change the way your chemicals react in your brain. There's people you can hang around that when you're having a low-go day, you know, they can go, hey, give me a hug. Why do we hug at bridge builders? Because we're friends. Yeah? And because when you hug someone, there is a transference of electricity that is like, oh man. Even the person that says, I hate hugs. I'm just looking over this way. I've met so many people that go, no, I don't hug. Why?
Then you're right.
But why? Josh Baldry, come up for a moment. Now, yeah. Look at that. What a beautiful big man.
Remember when he was smaller than you?
Oh, the cuddle.
Remember when he was smaller than
Remember when he... There's always one about that. And so, you know, we teach our guys at Kingsman, you know, when we first met with the older blokes, they used to do this. They hug you. Good job. What does that feel like?
Not great.
It feels like you're choking on something. You've got to cough something up. You know? So, this is how you hug. Right? You come in. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? Now, my dad was not hugging, my mum wasn't hugging. People say to me, oh, you must have grown up in an intimate family. It was a different kind of intimacy. But the reality is that I've taught my sons how to hug. And even when we're at one another, we hug because it's like, I don't like you right now, but I love you. and I'm for you. And every bridge builder that comes here, you need to know that when someone comes up to hug you, it's because they want to love you, value, accept you, make you feel like you belong. Because we live in a community, a vacuum that just wants to suck everything out of you. And we're saying, come here, it's okay. We don't have to figure this out right now. You just need to know you are safe here. You are welcome here. And you are loved here, because wherever you go, we want you to live large. We want you to be distinctively different, because you are. And every time a new person comes into Bridge Builders, Mary and I fry, because it's like, woo! Some new people. I want to suck the life out of you, because I want to know everything there is about you. All the people who've been in the newbie back will know that, I want to ask you how your week's been. I want to ask you how your life's been, because I actually give a sugar honey iced tea about your life, right? And the same with every leader. They don't sit here every week because they've got nothing to do. They sit here, they come here, and they're motivated when I listen to them in the pre-briefing, because they say, I want to help the group of young people that I'm hanging out with to live large life. Live a large life and live an amazing life. And if everybody else is bullshitting their world, you can look them straight in the eye and you can say, you are of value. You are a beautiful young lady, and we are blessed to know you. Doesn't that make you feel alive? Look at the person next to you now and say, you are. But hang on, I want you to look differently. I want you to look intimately at them and say, you are the most amazing double D that I've seen today. And you know what? And wrapping up, guys, I don't care. I don't care whether people squirm at that. I don't care whether people squirm at that. There are people who are watching us live right now that are right around the world, right around Australia, who are watching our video, watch our live feed. I want you to reach out to the person. If you haven't got someone next to you, I want you to reach out to the pillow and cuddle you. And I want you to know from right here, from Bridge Builders, we're loving you right now. We're embracing you right now. We miss you. It's as simple as that. So the challenge, guys, is quite simply, is that you can live a beige life all you want, and you know what? Good luck, tip to you. Tip to you. Live a beige life. But then don't come and ask people for advice on how to change if you've already made the decision by the 10 Commandments to live your life beige. Because if that's how you're going to live, then that's all you're going to get. Now, I'm not talking about your life, Phil. You don't understand my life. It's so poor. I can give you poor. Let's compare stories. It's not mine's better than yours, it's the same. It's Thailand. It's just the same. We just grew up in 2 different decades, but we can still have choice to live large. You just need to hang out with winners. People who are committed to change. People who are committed to saying yes. People who are committed to saying we're going somewhere. We talked again on the weekend about going to a third world country trip in 2020 to show you what Cambodia looks like at the Bamboo School on the border of Burma and Cambodia. Imagine that.
I've been there.
Oh, you have. You've
And
been
I
there.
built them a house. A school, actually. Sorry.
Right. Get a mentor. That's a tough one, because you're going to have to ask a few questions. Talk to new people. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Because the reality, guys, is you only get one life. You only get one life. And, oh man, I was saying that to someone the other day. They went 53. What? I was hanging out at the Rotary Group the other day with Becca, and it was amazing. And I'm looking, and these guys in their 70, 80, 90s are still punching above their weight, just doing stuff for the community. And I'm going, their whole life was about serving and doing stuff and living life, large. Or not. It doesn't mean get depresso and go neck yourself. It just means shift. Shift your thinking. If you don't think that we've bumped into people over our lifetime at Bridge Builders that haven't gone the other way and ended their life, you are mistaken. And And that is the saddest day, that they could not embrace what it meant to live large. They felt like it was enough. Life was enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. We've got to just go after life. There are amazing people in this room. I met Genevieve at the girls' retreat last year.
Yeah.
Amazing. The minute I saw her, a colourful girl. And I went, wow, that's a stunt right there, you know? Amazing.
Gray.
Hey?
Their name's Gray.
Whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I get confused. I get lost in the mix, you know? So, shit. So, I hang out with her, and it's just like, this is an amazing person to know. We met her at a girls' retreat because the girls decided to put on a girls' retreat. She got connected to the principal. It's like, see how it all happens. It's amazing. So, guys, in wrapping up, we've got one more week, I think, and Bonnie's sharing next week, which is going to be awesome. I want to encourage you. Yes, if you want to live a Bayes life, live it. There are circumstances and situations for all of you that are going to be tougher than others, and you're going to feel like, what about me? Yep. Well, start hanging out with the people. Start going to events. Start saying yes to opportunities. Start doing these 10 things, just one at a time. Just start saying, yep, you know what? Today I'm going to say yes. I'm going to step up and take that opportunity. The girls ask you for, who would like you to give a testimonial next week after, whatever. Just say yes. I've got nothing to share. Well, then you're right. But you've always got something to share. They hear it in their packs. Amazing things, transformations happening with you. Share it here. We'd love to hear your story. It doesn't have to be larger than life, it just has to be a thing. I'm done.
Of course, normally at this point we would go into packs, but it is 8:30.